In the 1981 supernatural horror film The Evil Dead, 5 college students travel to a remote cabin in the woods. They accidentally unleash ancient Kandarian demons by playing a recorded tape that reads from the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, aka the Book of the Dead. One by one, the friends are possessed and transformed into monstrous deadites, leaving protagonist Ash Williams, played by Bruce Campbell, in a desperate, blood-soaked fight to survive until morning. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Survive This Crit. You are joining us for the Mission 2 Debrief, where organizing files turned into a fight with an ancient demon that went horribly, horribly wrong. With us are our players, Chandler as Agent Chan, Omari as Agent Omi, and Rob as Agent Rob. Hi, guys. How are you feeling?
Unconscious.
Great.
Not feeling much of anything. I am at peace.
Aw, that's so sweet.
We did have two bards.
You had 2 bards, then we had no idea what was going on, so we tried to kill Rob. We did, with a lightning in a bottle that I should have realized he was level 1 and saved the bottle. Oh well, or I should have just drank it. But I was afraid. I was 1-on-1, and neither of us are combat characters.
So congrats, you guys did not survive this crit.
Congratulations, you died.
You died. Okay, so for a question for Omari, because I would assume you probably have seen this movie because you are pretty into horror. If you had known what film we were playing through, is there anything different that you would have done with the creation of your character or gear that you had going into the fight?
Yeah, absolutely would be a barbarian or a fighter. But as you know, I think, because I would think that Ash is probably a barbarian. I think that anybody in a horror movie who's like the final person is barbarian-like, because they just keep pushing through. Maybe a fighter, but yeah, I knew it would be difficult as a bard, but I was like, but I'll just keep people up. I'll be afar and I'll keep people up. And then I got kneecapped.
Yeah, how dare Rob shoot you with my gun?
I can't believe Rob went over to your body and clicked the trigger for you to shoot me in the back of the knee.
Unbelievable.
What an a-hole.
Agent Rob, are there any loose ends that you or your character would be concerned about?
I don't think my character is concerned about anything right now.
That is true. Is there anything Rob as a player is concerned about?
I wasn't expecting everyone to die. I thought it was cool how I got to be the villain, but then when it was just me possessed and I had my own comrades turned against me and a bottle of lightning instantly thrown at my chest, I was a little upset and didn't really know what to do from there.
I
was disoriented,
Completely fair. Chandler, do you have your character's highest high and lowest low? The heaven and hell, if you will, given that you are dead.
See, that's tough. It was all pretty bad. From the elevator crash to Omi abandoning me to fight Rob by myself. I think the high was getting to sorry, Rob, but the high was getting to uncork a bottle and prove my worth by zapping you in one hit. That felt like a good idea until I realized there was more fight to do. Yeah, Lowe's definitely dying. I liked a lot of the moments. I did not like a lot of the rolls of the dice. So my lowest low is how the dice were behaving today. They were not being nice to me.
The dice were exceptionally naughty, that's for sure. So one thing as context, now that you guys have died, you do need to create new versions of your characters because, of course, in DEAD standards, you will be cloned. So Agent Chan is going to morph slightly by changing class, as well as Agent Rob, which is hilarious because Agent Chan has told me so much about how much work you put into this Bartificer character.
It's all right. See, this is a sad death for me on this one because I said, how can I make this character the most true, accurate version of me? And that is by being a personality hire and then someone who learns really fast how things work. And so I was kind of stoked to see where this iteration would have gone, but maybe I'll die again later in a different.
You maybe die another way.
Comes back. Yeah.
Yeah. As individuals, did you guys learn something about yourselves as players while playing the game?
I need to have some melee attack options as well as my ranged attack options ready to go. That's what I learned.
Having two bards is hard. 2 bards is hard. Is what I learned. 2 bards are hard. And it's crazy. I rolled 3 1s. 3 nat 1s in this session, and I had to use both my luck points basically out of combat, and then my inspiration to turn a failure into success. I just gotta roll better. I have a +7. I have a +7 to perception. I don't think I got higher than like a 14 or something like that.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That was rough. Rob, what about you?
I do not like being possessed at all. I need like an anti-charm ring or cloak or something, because that's not fun having to deal with that and not actually having a team right away, So yeah. I don't like not having control as much as I thought I would,
Mm-hmm. So part of the mechanics of this game for Chan and Omi, you guys didn't know that when the recorded version of this comes out, there was a segment Rob and I did separately where basically in his previous campaign he played with companion, he woke up alone in a laboratory, and that's where he started this campaign. However, he had that same voice whispering to him, and he was like, release me, I'll release you, and kind of made a deal with the devil and rolled a wisdom saving throw and failed pretty badly, which is why you heard his voice throughout the campaign, except for when we had a little technical glitch. I do want to ask you guys, before I give you a little bit of context from my process, would you have a vote for your most creative action in this session?
Most creative
Because you're right,
action.
You guys were very creative, and you guys did a lot of cool stuff, but the dice was just not on your side most of the time. I think we got 1 natural 20, maybe 2 the whole session.
And they were out of combat.
Yep. I think my favorite thing was the action economy that I had to do, where I, spoke the word to the vessel to give a potion of healing, and then I used my action to heal, and then I used like movement to get closer to Rob to, do the same thing.
Yeah, I like that. That was very cleric coded. And especially since you guys didn't have a cleric or a paladin in your party, that was like a really, really solid choice. Anybody else?
While ultimately it was helpful, not for us to win anything, but I do think in this moment where we are facing down this monster and we could think to fight and try and end it, I think it was smart to draw back to, maybe we should find a weakness for Omi to run and find the book and read through it. I thought it was a clever action.
Nice. Agent Rob, you got anything for creative action of the session?
Not really. I feel like I kind of just got like thrown around and beaten and then possessed, then unpossessed, and then possessed, and then died again. I don't really feel like I took any crazy actions that were like, what if we did this? I was just kind of out of it the whole time. So, it was cool to see other people, like you said, Agent Omi, with the trying to find the book and stuff, but I don't think my character really did anything outstanding other than die. So
outstanding other than die. Well, on that note, a couple notes that I had for inspiration. This was the 1981 cult classic Evil Dead. I chose this film partially because Evil Dead part 6, 7, or 8 is coming out July 10th. and I've been curious about that franchise. I like that they reference the Necronomicon. I like that there was only one demon for you guys to fight. And building the demon was interesting because from watching the film, I kind of wrote down traits of what the demon kind of did throughout the film. And I was like, okay, like within D&D terms, how can I combine this into one thing? So I used a lot of traits of a ghost compared with 2 different types of demon. And that's basically what I put together to make it this monster. I honestly didn't expect everybody to die, but I think it makes it more interesting that way. And
it's good to know that we surprised you.
Keeping you on your toes.
Exactly. But I think coming back as clones or Agent Omi, since you are stabilized, you guys will definitely be facing this demon and possibly another in the near future based on what happened today, because we do try to keep it like canon in a continuous storyline. So yeah, it was really interesting to watch you guys try to figure out what was going on. Another alternative to the dagger was that it could be used on the book as well. And I was surprised.
I thought about asking you to Harry Potter the book.
Which I was like, okay, it can't contain it. Okay, I don't think we need this anymore. But I had it.
And as soon as you did that, I was like, oh no, you guys are kind of cooked, unfortunately. It would have been the same amount of damage. It wouldn't have been exceptionally more, but it could have given you distance if you wanted it, essentially. But yeah, its AC was 14. The HP was 66. And you guys got it down to 27, which was really good. And just as another gaming note, the greenhouse that Omari ended up in, you are really fortunate you were as stealthy as you were, because these did have the traits of assassin vines. And that would have been really bad for one person to be in there alone with a monster that has 85 hit points.
Oh.
So I wanted to give you guys the advantages that I could, while also realistically being like, these are unholy characters going down to do some file organizing. They're not going to be expecting a beast to come and attack them or a demon to attack them. So that was my thought process.
Wow. That's crazy that you had that whole separate room. Well, I mean, I guess like 3 separate rooms. So far we know, 1 below and 1 to the side. I was not expecting that to be a secret bookshelf. So
it's where Rob was, and there was nothing down there for you guys below that. So good thing you guys didn't go down there. But I think, considering the fact that you all died, or one of you stabilized, but 2 of you are like dead and are going to have to create new clones. I think you guys played really well, considering I threw a pretty big challenge at you. So you should be proud of yourselves. You get participation points.
Yeah.
Participation trophy.
And Agent Chan and Rob, the next time you guys do play, you will be back as level 1.
You know what happens?
I was level 1 this time because I died last time.
Well, next time don't join a party with 2 bards who can't protect you.
That's actually a wild point. But yeah, I think you guys did a great job, all things considered. I want to check and see if you guys have any questions for me as the DM before I let you guys pitch and talk a little bit about the stuff you guys are working on.
In terms of the game, the stuff that we collected, is that still on my unconscious person, or should I delete them from my inventory?
You can keep them. That's fine. Keep the goods. You earned that. You earned the dagger. You earned the...
You should get my gun from me. I won't want it, but you can have it.
I see. Give it to the next person. I'll look through your character sheet. Pull through your body.
You'll loot the body in your unconscious state. But yeah, any inventory you found that would be on your character when you passed or were stabilized, you can have for your next character.
I'll just look for a +1 short sword and turn it into the dagger.
But I do want to give you guys a chance to promote things you've been working on or anything like that. So, Agent Chan, do you want to introduce yourself as a human being and pitch anything you've been working on?
Yo, hey, howdy, gang. I don't really have a YouTube-style intro, so I just say a bunch of gibberish. My name's Chandler. I do too many things to list off for you to have to listen to now. But other than podcasting, one thing that I do in my free time is I direct and or shoot short films. So I guess the one thing I'll plug now, other than the other podcasts and stuff I do that you guys can find eventually, is less of a plug or a trying to get you to go watch, because this is not available to watch yet, but more of a hype myself up. I participated in a 48-hour challenge with some friends this year. We have yet to find out awards for this specific competition weekend, but we do know that we are in the best of. This is probably one of the most special production experiences that I've had the privilege to work on. It's a really great story full of highs and lows. You laugh, and within 7 seconds, you're crying. So be on the lookout eventually, way down the line in the future, after festivals and things, for a little short film by me titled Baby Steps.
I'm very excited to watch it. So that is exciting. Agent Rob, what about you?
Nothing too crazy or exciting. I have a YouTube channel that's not very popping right now, but I stream sometimes on Sunday and Monday evenings, usually anytime between 6 and 10 p.m. usually. So I stream a variety of different games, first-person shooters, roguelikes, whatever. And yeah, just trying to get more into content creation. So my channel is Rob Refined, and that's the same as my Instagram as well.
Love it. I am excited to check out. It's very fighter core games. It'll be interesting as you have to be a new class. Agent Omi, what about you? And these episodes will be coming out between mid-June through July. So, because I know you're doing the Fringe, so just so you know.
Copy that. Thank you for that. I gotta check out Rob Refined. You know, the variety streamer here. This is really a question for me for this time period that we're talking about right now, not you, the viewer. But today is Sunday. Are you streaming today later on? It's fine if you don't have to answer. You don't have to answer on camera.
I may or may not be. Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
I will if you'll be there.
Yeah. I've got nothing else to do tonight. So
Shoot. Now I have to. I've got one viewer and I can't disappoint them.
Hell yeah.
I actually
Rob
love
Refined.
that.
I'll be there. Be in the chat. I'll be spamming. I'm a spammer. I used to be on Twitch and whatnot, so I know the culture of like spamming a bunch of things in the chat.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
show you love. So
yes, sir. I appreciate that.
I love that.
So now back to the thing. As Kylie said, I am in a Fringe show here in LA, the Hollywood Fringe Festival. I'm doing a show called The Resurrectionists. We'll be at the Broadwater main stage. It's a play about a kid going missing in like a small made-up New England town, and this town gets together to come and find him. And you kind of figure out more and more about the story with the different pairings of groups. This is my third year in Fringe. I love doing Fringe. And if I'm not doing that, what I said last time is I host a cold reading group of actors and writers on Tuesday nights. We do 5 writers, 10 pages each. We're on hiatus right now for the summer, but we'll be back in September. But if I'm not doing the Fringe, I'm doing Tuesdays at 9, which is the name of the cold reading group. So those are my 2 plugs for the time being. I forgot. It's starting to make some rounds, but I did this horror feature a couple years ago called Death Perception. It's one night told from the perspective of 8 different characters, and there's death involved. So
fun. Okay. Where can we possibly find that film?
So I'm not sure the streaming capacity. I think they're looking at distribution, but they're having a showing at the Frida Cinema next weekend, June the 6th and 7th, in Santa Ana, which is very far from LA proper, but we'll see where it goes from there.
I love that. And I did find the IMDb for it, so I will link that below and link more information about it. Well, thank you guys. I love that you guys are doing so many creative things and staying busy beyond the grave. Great job, everyone. I do feel so bad because I can see the down looks on everyone's face as they have been murdered. But congratulations, you did not survive this crit, but thank you so much for playing and for being a part of this show. It could not be done without you guys, so I really appreciate you. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in and watching this devastating end to our Evil Dead TTRPG. Perhaps will they see more demons in the future? Quite possibly. So make sure to come back next week to find out what series we will be doing next. Bye, everyone!